Hey guys, it's Jean-Claude and I am back today with another deck opening. Today's deck is going to be for patron Rick Fulford. Good luck to you, sir. And this last weekend was the St. Louis Vault Tour. It was pretty amazing. We had our first ever two-time winner, George Kegel. Congratulations to you. And while I was out there, I also got to see some more Worlds Collide cards. I got to play against Josh Massey. Wow, those cards look really cool. I can't wait to see the dinosaurs and open up some of those decks from Worlds Collide. Silver Archon, you got Brobnar, Sanctum, and Logos. Wait a minute, it's exactly the same house as we had in the last deck. Papercut, Cerberus, Strand Turncoat. At least you got a symmetrical Archon. It's kind of cool. Is it like swords it's holding? It's pretty nice. Actually, it's almost like a sword body as well. Just a big fat like buster blade. And then two skinnier swords up here. And let's hope that this one goes much better than the last one. We want to see a lot of Sanctum creatures along with the big Brobnar. And since boxes typically share a lot of the same cards amongst the houses, it'd be pretty cool if we could get another Grunt Buggy deck. As I said though, this time with some bigger creatures. Alright, and we are starting off with Sanctum. It's Sanctum Guardian, 6 power, 1 armor, taunt. Fight Reap, swap Sanctum Guardian with another friendly creature in your battle line. It's a pretty good card. The Spirit's Way, interesting. Get yourself a board wipe already. Destroy each creature with power 3 or higher. It's pretty good. The Harder They Come, okay. Purge a creature with power 5 or higher. That's also good. And you have artifact removal. Very nice. Gormavam, it's an artifact. Omni, sacrifice it, destroy an artifact. That's great. You want to see at least one of those for Vault Tour decks. And you have 2 artifact control. Very cool. Another big creature, Baron Mengevin, 6 power, 1 armor. After you discard a Sanctum card from your hand, Baron Mengevin captures 1 amber. The Grey Rider, 2 power deploy. Play Fight Reap. You may ready and fight with a neighboring creature. Come on, give us 2, give us 2. Ah, only 1. At least you're getting creatures here. You already have 3, whereas last time the Sanctum deck had 0 at this point. Take hostages, amber on every plate for the remainder of the turn. Each time a friendly creature fights, it captures 1 amber. Hallowed Shield, it's an artifact. Action, choose a creature. For the remainder of the turn, the chosen creature cannot be dealt damage. Golden Aura. Choose a creature, fully heal the chosen creature. For the remainder of the turn, the chosen creature is considered to be in House Sanctum and cannot be dealt damage. Hey, Aubade the Grim, 4 power, 1 armor. Play, capture 3 amber. Reap, discard 1 amber from Aubade the Grim. So good. God, I really love this card. And another creature, Lion Bottom, 4 power, 1 armor. Deploy. His neighbors get +2 power. That's great with these 6 power creatures. Turning him into 8 power creatures makes them very hard to get off the board. Where's the other one? Right here, Sanctum Guardian. So that's pretty sweet. Now we're on to Logos. It's Memory Chip. It's an artifact. After you choose Logos as your active house, archive a card. This was also in the last deck as well. The Sanctum's definitely better than last time. Let's hope for a better Logos. The last one didn't even have any Amber Pips. That was a little bit odd to me. Brain Eater, another big creature, 6 power. This is what I was looking for in that Grunt Buggy deck. Come on, I hope you get Grunt Buggy. 6 power. After a creature is destroyed fighting Brain Eater, you draw a card. Backup Copy. It's an upgrade. Amber on every plate. This creature gains destroyed. Put this creature on top of your deck. Not too shabby. Wild Wormhole. And you also already have 2 Amber Pips. Crushing that last one. Wild Wormhole. Amber on every plate. Play the top card of your deck. And another Wild Wormhole. Very nice for cycling. Titan Librarian, 4 power. At the end of your turn, if Titan Librarian is not on a flank, you archive a card. Standardized Testing. Play, destroy each creature with the lowest power and each creature with the highest power. Poke, Amber, whenever you play it. Deal 1 damage to an enemy creature. If this damage destroys that creature, you get to draw a card. Hexbion is 2 power. Destroyed, archive Hexbion in the top card of your deck. A Helper Bot, wow. 1 power. Play, you may play 1 non-Logos card this turn. It's great whenever you are able to play cards out of house. The Wild Wormholes, the Helper Bots, they just help you cycle through the deck faster. Get to the more important cards again, which will probably be things like that Aubade the Grim for sure. That's so far the only like capture inside of here. Oh, well, Baron Mengevin does it as well. But yeah, this is a very nice card. Cutthroat Research, Amber whenever you play it. You steal 2 amber if your opponent has 8 or more. Binate Rupture, Alpha. Each player gains amber equal to the amber in their pool. We didn't have an interdimensional graft, but that's okay. Let's see. My experience with this card without interdimensional graft is you don't necessarily want to hold on to it, so there's some times where I will discard it. I just don't feel like chaining myself for 2 or 3 turns. Now we're on to Brobnar. War Grumpus, 3 power, fight Reap, ready and fight with the neighboring giants. Oh, and a second War Grumpus. Wait a minute. I've only ever seen 2 of these in the deck if it has the trainer with it. I believe it's called the trainer. See if you get a trainer or a... Okay. Oh, it's a tamer. Here it is. Grumpus Tamer. This is actually not bad. 4 power. Reap, search your deck and discard pile for War Grumpus, reveal it, and add it to your hand. Then shuffle your deck. That's actually kind of cool. I love being able to have 7 power out on the board whenever you Reap with this. Just getting these guys back can be pretty nice. Grumpus Trainer itself is a giant. You don't really want to be fighting with it though, but hopefully you get some other giants that you'll be able to abuse. Maybe some fight effects with these War Grumpuses. That'd be pretty cool. The War Chest, no, I really hope you have some fight effects. It's an artifact. Action, gain 1 amber for each enemy creature that was destroyed in a fight this turn. Come on, Big Brobnar. Burn the stockpile, nice. If your opponent has 7 or more amber, they lose 4 of it. Good card. Blood of Titans, it's an upgrade. Amber whenever you play it. This creature gets +5 power. Oh, okay, so now we're on to the commons, so you can't get a Grunt Buggy, but Groggins is a good card. 8 power, when Groggins is used to fight, it can only attack flank creatures. Gauntlet of Command, it's an artifact. Action, ready and fight with a friendly creature. 2 Gauntlet of Commands. Okay, come on, give us some big creatures. Oh, Ganger Chieftain's pretty nice. 5 power, play. You may ready and fight with a neighboring creature. Calfine, 5 power. Before the fight, deal 2 damage to each neighbor of the creature Calfine fights. That's pretty good, actually, with the Gauntlet of Commands and Ganger Chieftain. So you have 3 different ways to be able to put this guy on the board and immediately have the chance to take out 3 of your opponent's creatures. That's really good. I love this card with the ready and fight effects. Last card of the deck is Coward's End. Destroy each undamaged creature, gain 3 chains. So this deck actually isn't too bad. We'll count up the amber here in a second, but it does have 2 artifact control and it has 2 bigger board wipes. The Coward's End plus the Spirit's Way is actually pretty good. All right, let's check out the amber. We shouldn't have too much inside of Brobnar, but Brobnar never has that much amber. Logos actually had a little bit. I think it was like maybe 4. Okay, and then Sanctum. Sanctum isn't too big on amber as well in this set, which is kind of a shame. Uh-oh. Oh, no. All right, let's count this up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, gosh. 7 amber pips. Okay, let's look at the amber control. You got take hostages. Stealing some of their amber is not amber control, though. Amber control is more about being able to take them off a key, in my opinion. Burn the stockpile is super good. Let's see here. Obeyed, very nice. And yeah, I think that's going to be all of it. Dang it. All right, so we got 3. Take hostage is actually going to be pretty good in this deck because we have a decent amount of Sanctum creatures. Burn stockpile, as you know, you hold on to this card. Making your opponent lose 4 amber for 1 card is so good. And Obeyed, of course, is very good at that as well. But only 3, dang. Almost need the backup copy on top of Obeyed there. But I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and let's pull up the creatures. Hopefully you got a decent amount of those. The board control in this deck is pretty nice, and I believe the creatures will hopefully be able to survive and do a little bit of damage against a lot of the decks out there. Maybe hopefully get some activations off the war chest to be able to generate your amber. The one good thing I can say about a deck that doesn't have that much amber is it's hard for opponents that have a heavy steel deck. They don't know, whoops, I was skipping all those while I was talking. They don't know whether or not they should be holding on to those steel cards as you're sitting there not generating amber. So it can sometimes actually give you the turns you need to plop out a whole bunch of creatures so that you can start reaping for 3 or 4 a turn, and their steel won't be able to keep up with it. So that is at least a perk to this style. So we have 1, 2, 5, 10, 15 creatures. Oh my gosh. 7 amber, 15 creatures. Man, what? Okay, so I know we had a lot of like different types of removal. What is going on here? Hold on. Let's see here. Well, I mean, I guess we're getting additional fighting from the gauntlet, so that's not too bad. Okay, let's actually separate them by how many different creatures we have in each house. Let's just do a little bit of that so we can get a better idea on maybe this take hostages. Well, and the gauntlet, but the gauntlet command can use any other creature from any other house, so that's not too bad. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 in Sanctum. 4 in Logos. And that leaves us with 6 in Brobnar. And the 2 War Grumpuses. How many giants? Are the others at least giants? Okay, the rest of them are giants, so there's actually, oddly enough, the Calfine is able to get even more uses because you got, as I said, you have Ginger Chieftain, you have the Gauntlet of Command, and the 2 War Grumpuses that can help you at least fight with it. It'd be really nice if your opponent has a bunch of elusive, because then you can start taking out a lot of creatures with that damage. But yeah, man, what is going on here? This is, I mean, it has a lot of board control. Let's go ahead and pull that up. Now, I will say one thing. As I was playing against the Worlds Collide decks, I did notice that board control was super important. A lot of the Saurian cards seem to put Amber on top of their creatures, but they're like really, really huge creatures, right? So it's hard to actually get them off the board, even though they have all this free Amber sitting on them. So what I noticed was having actual board control, ways to just actually eliminate your opponent's entire board, was very powerful. So this deck actually is a little bit better poised to take care of that, because you got the bigger creatures, we know that, but you also have the Spirit's Way, which can take out basically all the Saurians that I've seen. The harder they come, we'll take out individuals. Standardized testing is definitely going to hit some of those. And then Coward's End, as long as they're not spreading damage amongst those creatures, this will be able to hit them. So, yeah, I mean, this is actually not too bad. I do like that you have a little bit bigger creatures, at least in the other houses. They're kind of spread out all around. You know, Sanctum has a lot of 4 and 6. Inside of Logos, you have the Brain Eater and Titan Librarian, which is nice. And yeah, 5, 4, 8, 5. Oh, I guess it was a little bit lower than I was thinking about in Brobnar. I was hoping to see at least one other 5. But also, Blooded Titans isn't too bad. Another cool thing you can do with the board control is you can actually just Blooded Titans basically any creature from any house. 5 additional power is actually really huge. So even if you don't have a creature that turn, you can still Blooded Titans one, then use the Gauntlet Command to help control your opponent's board. So that's not too bad. And then also being able to activate the War Chest is nice. Yeah, so, man, the Binate Rupture, I'm pretty sure you're going to have to discard that. I don't think there's going to be many situations where that card's going to work out too well for you. Not in this deck. And then even going through like the Logos, let's see. We didn't really have any targeted archiving, right? We only had like Hexpion. We had the Wild Wormholes, which plays random cards. So we can't really set up anything too well with that either. Like we can't really set aside the Coward's End or the Spirit's Way. It's kind of a shame because I really was hoping when we saw this, oh, okay, Memory Chip can help us. But that's the only one that's actually going to do a targeted archive. At least we get to do it every time we call Logos, so that's not too bad. But yeah, man, I was really hoping this would be a lot better for you, Rick. I know you actually like Brobnar and Sanctum, and you love archiving a Logos, and we just didn't really seem to get great archiving. I was really hoping for you. And like Brobnar, I know we've talked, you like Grok and all the fight effects and things like that, and man, just didn't get it. But you did get Burn the Stockpile, which is pretty good. Alright guys, well, sadly the rating on this thing, 7 Amber Pips. Somehow, it's not even big on creatures. It has 15 of them. Those are both kind of big minuses there, but on the plus side, it has 2 artifact control. It has very good board clear, so that's definitely in the positive for it. I think this deck would have been really strong and sealed, simply because it had a little bit bigger power creatures in each house, so it can help control the board no matter what house you call. But sadly, I believe this deck is right around a D+. Alright guys, well thank you very much for watching my videos, and I will see you next time.